right, and round 6.
Round 6 action. We have one player back and one new player. So we have Adam Varner, who we saw earlier, playing his fun little deck here with his what's it called again?
Robot Stompy.
Robot Stompy. Man,
Yes.
I keep saying Eldrazi Stompy. I keep trying to go back to that deck. The deck is super sweet, but this deck's even sweeter. We got Robot Stompy, and we're playing against, I believe it's Grixis Delver.
Yeah.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah, confirmed.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet. So
He could have been joking because he laughed when he said it, but
yeah.
that's what I heard was that he's on Grixis Delver. So
Okay. So that's Tim on your right there and Adam on the left. I think it's pretty favored in
I mean,
Adam's
if there's
favor, right?
if there's a turn 1 Chalice on 1, that's just game over. I mean, it's not close.
It's not close, yeah. All right. All right, looks like they're shuffling up, getting ready to get going here. 7 for Tim. 3 for Adam.
Varner.
All right, so
All
what
right.
Tim can do here, that's a real big deal. If he can put down a threat and a daze, that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Let's see what kind of hands we got there.
And we actually just got started on the side events, and they are fill as they fire. So if there's any locals tuning in, you want to get in some legacy or vintage action on the side,
Nice.
come on down and play. And then tomorrow, if you need some more legacy fix, we actually have Sunday Night Legacy, Lunar Legacy.
I'll probably be here for that. Play some miracles.
And let's see.
Looks like
We're off.
Tim's taking a mulligan here.
Yeah, 10 mulls to 6.
Looks like a mull to
and
6, yeah.
See, he's got a force and a blue card in hand, so he at least can counter a turn 1 Chalice on 1.
Yeah.
And
does he
we're
have a threat
going
to go
to
along
Ponder.
with it? No, Ponder. Yeah, it's okay though.
Gitaxian Probe, and I couldn't see what that red card was. I assume.
Well, he didn't want it, so it
Nope,
doesn't
yep,
matter.
doesn't matter. He's going
Doesn't
to
matter.
draw
He
something
didn't-
else.
Didn't even want it. Get that out of here.
And we're shortcutting to the next turn. No plays from Varner. That's good. Waiting till this Ponder fully resolves.
Yeah.
And there's a Bolt. So we have City of Traders, Lotus Petal. Well, there's Chalice on 1. Force pitching Force. That'll take Timothy down to 19. And
Tim's
both
not
these,
about that life.
yeah, both these players playing pretty quick. We'll have a Vault Scourge. So
So scary.
Tim is winning right now.
Right now, Tim is winning. Well, what do we think we got in hand? I think I see a Spell Pierce.
Yeah, there is a Spell Pierce there. Go swap life totals.
Swap it up. Unless, nope, he's gonna eat a bolt.
Oh, never mind.
Yep, he ate a bolt.
And we're going to pay 2, and there's a 1/1 Ravager. And I think there's another Bolt in Tim's hand, which would be pretty... That'd be a pretty big blowout here.
Yeah, that.
Varner's hand is City of Traders, and I didn't see what else he had. So we're going to now fetch down to 18, and play a Young Peasy.
Does Varner have anything in his main deck that deals with Young Pyromancer?
Nope.
No.
No, he does not.
He doesn't play Walking Ballista, right?
Actually, yeah, no, you're right. He does play Walking Ballista, so Ballista would be an out here. He can Ballista on 1, but we're going to get another Ravager instead.
I think that's fine.
Yeah. Swing, no blocks. Take 1 down to 17. And let's see, we draw. Yeah, so there is a Spell Pierce in hand.
Which is pretty dead outside of getting rid of the. Ooh, another Young Pyromancer.
That's not great without a Gitaxian Probe on the back end there. So we'll get an untap step here. Yeah, and Timothy stuck on 2 lands. And granted, the Grixis Delver lists are typically pretty mana tight anyways. But this is... can't be what Timothy was hoping for when he sleeved this up.
No.
So we've got...
He is 5-0 right now.
Yeah.
So, it's going pretty well.
Let's see, so Timothy taking,
So he's taking
3,
3,
5.
4, 5?
Yep.
So he's down to 12. He's got to find some spells here. I think it's a Ponder.
Not terrible.
Oh, probe. He's paying the mana for it.
And we've got City and Caracas.
So he's doing a whole bunch of nothing over there.
Yeah. Which means if...
That's a Gurmy.
And I believe we are one card short,
Mm-hmm.
actually, in the graveyard, unfortunately.
So you can just hard cast it next turn.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's not one card short.
We've got it then.
This is looking good for Tim.
Yeah, if he runs out Gangler here, it's pretty commanding board state for him, especially granted what's in Adam's hand.
Mm-hmm.
And Tim could even leave a mana up
For
if he
spell
wanted
pierce.
to on this Gurmag. Yeah, for Spell Pierce.
Yeah, might as well. He's not playing Snapcaster.
Yeah. So there is a Gurmag Angler on the field for Tim.
Looks like he drew another land.
Yeah.
Not what the doctor ordered.
Not at all. So he can swing out here and modular onto the factory.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is just not... This one's getting away from Adam pretty quickly here.
This is another spell. Oof.
Yeah, got a Ponder, so that'll be 2 more elemental tokens.
That is pretty rough.
Yeah, so this is not looking good. So we have... There was a young Pyromancer in there, and it looked like another Gitaxian Probe. Yep, and a Ponder.
Yeah, so he can make an basically infinite amount of creatures this turn.
Yeah.
So he's going to go Gitaxian Probe.
So he can Gitaxian Probe to get elementals, but he's just going to swing, it looks like.
Well, he's probably do it after Mantis.
See where the blocks are going to line up here. I can't imagine... I mean, Varner doesn't have to block everything right now, and he can even trade with the Gurmag Angler.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to animate both factories, block, and they're going to pump themselves. So the Gurmag Angler's gone, one of the factories is dead, and Timothy gets through for 2 with the elementals, so down to 16 for
So
Varner.
although that, looks quote-unquote good for Adam, this is going to be probe, draw a card, make 2 dudes, draw the ponder, make 2 dudes.
Make 2 dudes. Yeah. And then, using dice to represent tapped and untapped. Man, this is...
Yeah, this is
the Ratchet Bombs are obviously coming in next game. Those are pretty good here.
Looks like a Brainstorm up there, too.
Wow. And a Daze. So he could potentially draw the Brainstorm and Brainstorm into Daze. Depending on what Varner does on his turn. And we'll get a Thorn of Amethyst, so...
I don't think Tim is... he's obviously going to respond with the Brainstorm, but I don't think he cares too much about it.
No, as long as it's not turn 1, he's fine with that card. Which, really the play of the game here was obviously forcing the... Yep, and we're just going to counter the Thorn.
Well, he could have paid for it, but I don't think that's the fight you want to fight.
No. Yeah, the turn 1 force on that Chalice was definitely the game, and the fact that Varner hasn't drawn one since is also hurt because
really
we saw a
hasn't done
number of
anything
1-drops.
His hand is just a couple of lands.
Yeah.
So now Tim...
10 tokens.
10 elementals coming in. Casual.
Yeah.
Casual.
So we're going to block 3, take 7, go to 9. It's not great.
No, it's not great.
And leaving the Pyromancers back, obviously.
Okay.
So we'll block 2, actually. So he'll take 8 down to 8.
Now he casts the Young Pyro and then casts Brainstorm. Like, jeez.
Yeah, which
Pretty sure you
I
do
think
it.
is what's about to happen. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
we're gonna see
Or
another
maybe you don't
PZ.
overextend.
Yeah, I mean, if Tim's not familiar with the list, I can definitely see him holding off. So yeah,
There's
we'll
that scoop phase.
go to the next game. So sideboard, Adam did have those ratchet bombs available, so I definitely think those are going to come in here. In addition to Chalice on 1 or turn 1 Thorn, it's
Right.
one of the better plays you can have against a Delver list.
Oh, for sure.
The fact that you can kill infinite tokens the turn you play it is pretty nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
So I feel like he's got maybe some Ancient Grudges in the sideboard. So you can
Yeah.
make the green. Tim, that is.
Yeah.
Looks like Lava Man, Ancient Grudge.
yeah, Lava Man and Grudge are good here.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
Maybe some kind of artifact hate besides that. Not quite sure.
No, I mean typically, I also run Grixis Delver. I know in my sideboard it's literally just Lava Man and between 2 to 3 Ancient Grudge. I also have a second K command
Okay.
in the board,
yeah,
which
I
is
forgot about that card.
yeah.
It's quite good.
Yeah, that's a decent magical card.
Mm-hmm.
Answers all the things that you really want it to answer.
Yeah, it gets rid of the threats that you're worried about.
I mean, it's your answer to Chalice. It's your answer to Thorn. And Chalice, it's pretty much if you have a lot of lists are running 1 to 2 main. I run 1 main.
Mm-hmm.
It's your only main board against a Chalice at 1 if it resolves. You have no way around it. So if he's on 2 in the main, then he just leaves the 2.
Okay.
But I
okay.
definitely could see him bringing that in, and then 2 to 3 Ancient Grudge as well.
Okay. I can definitely see that. For Adam, bringing in.
Ratchet Bomb, and I don't know that there's really much else.
Yeah.
He didn't have a lot of board wipes, which is the main thing you're worried about. I think he takes out his hanger backwalkers
You think so?
for the Ratchet Bombs.
I think the hangerbacks I think the hangerbacks are actually pretty solid in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, it's never going to die unless
know.
you block. But let's see, we have taken out Reb. Or no, he took out a Force and a Daze, which I'm not sure I agree with here just because of how backbreaking the turn 1 Chalice is.
I mean, you can't daze a turn 1 Chalice anyway.
Yeah, well,
On the draw.
oh yeah, because Adam's on the play now, yeah. So Dazes is fine,
On
but
the
I
play,
think
I can
cutting...
see coming, all 4 dazes being in the main board.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But probably not. Wanting, dazes in that opening hand.
Yeah. Force, definitely.
Looks like he just set out another daze.
Yeah.
So, took out 2 of the dazes. As for Adam, not quite sure his sideboard. Like we said, probably just putting in.
I guess he did have Warping Whale, but I don't really know what you would...
I mean, it exiles Pyromancer.
Yeah, it does answer Peasy, so...
But, you're going into this game, do you want to be the control deck, or do you want to be the
I mean, you wouldn't...
aggressor?
Yeah, so... It's not going to help you recover if Pyromancer's ahead on board.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that you really bring in the whales. I think it's just the Ratchet Bombs.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think the rest is, stays.
Mm-hmm. That is fair.
And this will be interesting to see. Varner told me he's on about 2 hours sleep now. So
Solid.
if he manages to pull out a top 8, he's going to be pretty happy.
I mean,
and actually, I really like how many locals there are at the high tables here. Varner from St. Louis, CJ from St. Louis. There were a number of people that we featured on camera so far that are either from St. Louis or locals to our store. Like this is their home store in St. Louis. It's just nice to see.
And it's great seeing people from out of town,
Yeah.
People
There's
drove from
quite a
Kansas
few
City.
here.
There was multiple Kansas City people I talked to that
Mhm.
drove here just for this event.
Yep.
And that's great, We
Yeah.
want those people. There's people from southern Missouri, people from around Chicago.
Yep.
A lot of people came to this event from a lot of places. It's great.
And this is definitely something I would like to see more of in the area. And we'll have Petal for Days backup and Chalice on 1.
Oh boy. Tim says that's pretty good.
Yeah, as his hand is Deathrite Delver Bolt.
Man. This one might be over pretty quick.
Yeah, and then we have a Vault Scourge from Adam. So unless we're snagging an Ancient Grudge. Is that in a Braid in his hand? Yeah, some lists do actually run a Braid over Ancient Grudge, so if that was one of the promo of Braids, that definitely deals with that Chalice pretty well. So we'll go 19 all on the Vault Scourge swing. And 2 colorless in the pool. 3 Sword of Fire and Ice, which is real good.
Tim's like, oh, man.
Well, yeah, that is in fact in a Braid, but there's Sophie over there now.
Yeah. No,
which is
I mean,
still game over pretty quickly.
Looking pretty rough.
Yeah,
maybe that's one of the cards you cited in the second copy.
Yeah, the second Sophie, yeah. And we're going to waste him off of mana for the equip here.
And he said, no, you drew the land.
Yep.
All right, so that's going to get in.
3 with, 2 shocking. So obviously hitting Tim with that, I have to assume. And Varner will go up to 22 off the lifelink.
Yeah, Tim's got some decisions to make here.
Yeah, I mean, you have to abrade the Chalice.
You would think so.
He just has so many dead cards in his hand. And, Sword, okay, Sword's bad. But it's not as bad as nullifying half of your hand. I mean, he's going to advantage pretty quickly here, and your Delvers can't block it. But you still have...
So this Archbound's going to force issue right now?
Yeah.
Because if he lets it resolve and then he gets to use it?
Yeah, that'll get big pretty quick, so we're going to... Oh, and there's a true name, actually, in Tim's hand. So we could potentially... So we'll abrade the Sword, leaving the Chalice on 1 in play. So Vault Scourge is going to swing for only 1 this time. So Tim will drop down to 13. Varner goes up to 23. And I think we see a true name Nemesis here. Yep. Naming Adam Varner, obviously. And we'll get the... Oh, another factory. We'll swing with Scourge again. Down to 12 for Tim. Up to 24. And there's a Ratchet Bomb. So this is going to be over pretty quick then. Especially now Tim, who has a second true name in his hand, can't really do much. So Ratchet Bomb, I guess, is 3 turns away.
Yeah, but that's not long. That's not fast enough.
Yeah. So we'll tap 2.
Young Pyro.
Yep.
All right, so he can cast the spells into Chalice. Get his tokens.
Yeah, he does still get tokens that way. Doesn't deal with the Vault Scourge, which isn't really that pressing of an issue right now. So yeah, we'll hard cast the Get Probe and get a token.
Mm-hmm.
So the issue is actually going to be forced pretty quickly here then on whether you're going to blow Ratchet Bomb for 0 or what we're doing here. Oh, looks like he missed the trigger. So Tim got to see that there's a Walking Ballista in hand for Varner, which does kill Young Pyromancer. We're going to put a counter there.
So you can cast Ballista for 1 here?
1, and he can't pump at all, so he won't be able to get it to survive killing the Pyromancer. And a Hangerback Walker, okay. So we'll have a 1/1 Hangerback there.
Looks like Adam's just coming from so many different angles.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that he doesn't have to be worried at all about.
So a line of play. Oh, I guess he can't make it anymore. I was gonna say a line of play would be leave the red ship off on 0, sack all your things to your arc bound, and then sack them all to hanger back, and then blow it up.
Yeah. And it looks like. Yeah, this was not the game that Tim wanted at all.
No, I mean, Chalcedon 1's going to change any matchup.
Yeah. So we're going to wasteland the untapped factory, which will now flow to colorless.
Well, it's going to make itself an artifact, and then sack itself to Arcbound.
And then passing back with no swing. So Tim definitely feeling pressured by the board over there, which, knowing that Ratchet Bomb's ticking up, I feel like you have to...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you have to swing with the true name there.
If you want, Richter, I can tell Karleskint to say what's going on.
And let's see. Ballista for 1, which will presumably be going towards that young Pyromancer.
I don't know.
Eventually. I don't think it really matters right now.
I don't think it matters too much.
Yeah. And bomb ticks up to 3.
Yeah, for sure, Kyle. I'll let him know you say what's going on.
Yeah, so that's now 2 swings from the true name that just didn't matter. So, not that the life total was necessarily relevant. I mean, Varner at 26 clearly has a healthy lead here. And there's a Spellskite.
He's packing it up.
Yep. You know, actually, Kyle, I used to play when it was called Clicks in Crestwood Mall and then South County Mall.
I think I vaguely remember Clicks.
Yeah, that was before it was game night. Rich, who was in the business with Walker, cashed out to Walker, and Walker started game night. All right, and sideboard here. So now Timothy on the play. So I think Daze is safe here to bring back in.
Yeah, Daze is fine. Leave those forces out. Not quite sure what else you want.
Yeah.
This is a weird matchup.
Yeah. I mean, it's not great. Yeah, Grudge definitely stays in. So he has a Braid and Grudge in his board.
I like it.
Yeah.
A Braid's been really good in like multiple formats.
Yeah. I like it a lot in the Grixis lists, especially because it's, 1, being a turn faster than K-Command. And 2, it being K-Command 3 or 4.
Yeah, I mean, blow stuff up.
Yeah.
It's a good card. It is quite good. All right. You think Tim's going to get this one, or is Adam going to lock it up?
I don't know. See, both of these games, I think that was by far the more interactive of the games. And we saw that, at least there, it favored Varner significantly more. Because Timothy just doesn't have a way, like there's no board wipes, there's no damnation or anything like that in his list to deal with Varner just dumping his hand out. Which, if that happens, then, you know, it's just game over.
Right.
But so I think if the game is interactive, slightly favor Varner over Tim in this one.
Okay.
But we'll see. I think, so Tim can go wide, but he has to land an early Pyromancer and hope that there's no Chalice, there's no Thorn of Amethyst, there's no Ratchet Bomb, there's no Walking Ballista. So I think that, you know, Varner's plan is just it's on a completely different axis than Grixis Delver is equipped to deal with. So I think Varner gets this one.
Varner, I think he's looking for like Thorn on the draw, because if Tim puts down a Pyromancer, Pyromancer is still fine if your things are getting countered because you're still getting triggers. But if they cost more and you don't have the lands that cast your spells,
Yeah.
then you're not even getting the triggers for your Young Pyromancer.
Yeah,
I don't
without a Deathrite, you're never going to see more than 3 mana out
Right.
of most Grixis lists.
Most times.
Yeah, unless the game goes to a place that Grixis Delver doesn't want the game to go.
Right.
Although, live top decks a lot in the list then.
Yeah.
And I'm curious if Tim's on the...
I
haven't seen any Deathrites.
I think Vintage just started. We're going to be open quite a while. This is round 6. We have 2 more rounds of Swiss. So, I mean, that'll be done by like 8, and then we'll have top 8, and then we're probably going to be here pretty late tonight.
Yep.
Vintage, I believe, just started. Might be starting pretty soon. I'll have to double check. But all the Vintage players went to one side of the room, which is out of our sight. So I believe that they have started. Which I'm probably going to go check out after this round. I've never really seen a lot of Vintage. I love watching it online. But yeah. Hopefully you get out here sometime today, Kyle. Ooh. Lily of the Last Hope.
Yeah.
All right. Brainstorm, Lily Last Hope.
A lot of Delver lists are starting to run her now.
She's pretty good.
Yeah. She kills Snapcaster.
She sure does.
Oh, and Varner not keeping his 6.
That's not good. 6? Was that 6?
Or sorry, not keeping his 7, mulling to 6.
Going to 6.
Yeah, going to 6.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not good. Not good for Varner here. But I'd rather mulligan on the draw than on the play. So.
Oh yeah, not close.
Not even close.
And let's see. Tim looking pretty happy with that. Although he's also just usually really happy to play Magic.
Yeah. I mean, most people here are.
Yeah.
It's a legacy.
And then we're keeping that 6. That's an Inventor's Fair.
Yeah, not wanting that.
And then down to the bottom. So we're going to get a Brainstorm.
A pretty aggressive Brainstorm.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Wasteland.
Mm-hmm. We're about to need Serum Powder. I'll let him know.
Yeah. And we're going to Wasteland the Volk. And play a fetch land, crack down to 19 then for Tim, and the race has started.
So it looks like Adam has Mishra's Factory, Ancient Tomb, something else.
Yeah. And I think Adam here probably knew that Force was coming back in. So definitely not running out of Thorn if he has one.
Alright, so there's a threat.
So yeah, Tomb Factory, Lotus Petal, the Undiscovered Paradise
There's
Tomb.
the Undiscovered Paradise.
Tim taking a look at it and the players sharing a laugh. Was a proxy that Varner used once upon a time in Dredge.
Mm-hmm.
And Varner down to 18 now, so he is doing all of the work for Tim.
Looks like he's in a Ballista for 1.
Yep. And we're just going to kill the Delver.
I think Tim's okay. If he finds his way to that Liliana, he'll be very happy.
Yeah.
That's his plan.
Wasteland, Fair, Ravager, and Factory. Not a great hand.
Not great at all. He does have another Wasteland, though, so...
Yeah.
Maybe some aggressive Wastelanding on both sides.
Yeah. Could definitely see that. Tim, I think, only had one other land in his hand.
I think it's a Wasteland, right?
Yeah. So, Lily's a little bit of ways here.
Yeah, he's got a whole bunch of cantrips. That's all he has.
Yeah.
Delver, Probe, Land.
Yep.
It's pretty good. That's what you're looking for. Delver, Probe,
We've
Land.
got Days in hand, so we do have a bounce there, potentially.
So if you wanted to cast Lily on a next turn, what he could do is put the fetch on top, or put the probe on top, draw the probe, play the fetch, cast Gitaxian. Oh no, nope, that doesn't work.
No, so he get probes, draws the land, plays the land for turn, and then has the wasteland next turn. So he can play wasteland, crack, fetch.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he just put the land on top.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to pass on back.
I think Varner needs to be aggressive with these wastelands.
Yeah. I mean, he's got 3 mana there, so he's not... Oh, that's a Chalice.
Ooh.
But I think... Ooh, okay. So we're going to Chalice on 1.
His hand might be all just 1-drops.
Yeah, except for the Lily, it's all 1-drops.
Yeah, I mean, this...
So we're going to crack down to 18 here. Also, if he tries to daze this, which why would you? I mean, that definitely sets him a turn back on the Lily, which is not where he wants to be.
No, I think he just wants to brainstorm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim's response was pretty funny.
Yeah, this will be a neat fight to see here. I think it's obviously just brainstorm and hope for force.
Yeah.
And if you don't get
He
it...
sided him out.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So, try to find a braid.
With no red source.
Oh, with no red source.
Oh, two red.
Oh, man.
Wow, 2 red cards
Oh,
there.
well.
Although one is a fetch land. He did get a Tarn
Yeah.
there, so...
It was actually kind of perfect.
Yeah.
So I think he's just in the clear here.
Although, I think he has the fetch land... Okay, now he has the fetch land on top, okay.
Yeah.
Because at first he had the bolt above the fetch land, which didn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I'm him, I'm sequencing a braid into Lily, just because if I do Lily first, then Varner can play a threat.
I don't think you do.
And then Ravager, which doesn't matter because Lily will totally kill that.
Mm-hmm.
And there we go. Lily of the Last Hope. Varner's face. He knows what's happening here. So.
I guess to decide he's going to get rid of the Chalice.
Yeah.
And Tim's like, oh, yeah, you want to get rid of the Chalice, it's fine.
And there it goes. Not that it would have mattered because we saw that Ancient Grudge that
Mhm.
Tim had, so. That does keep 2 turns now away from Metalcraft, which is unfortunate. And we're going to waste the Wasteland. And then there's 2 lands in Varner's hand, so.
Yep. This looks like it's going to be the first loss for Adam.
Yeah, this one's not growing great here. You know what Tim didn't win with? Deathrite Shaman.
You need to stop. Deathrite Shaman.
Card's fine.
Card's not fine.
It's the best Planeswalker they've ever printed, and that's all it is.
You say it's okay, but it's not okay.
I love it. It's
No.
fine. It's fine. All of this is fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, it's not. It's not fine.
Alright, so we're fetching here. Presumably we'll see an Ancient Grudge. Not that you really need to.
I mean, he can go like Grudge and then Ponder and just like set up his life.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, threatening Lily alt is pretty good, so.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That is an Ancient Grudge on your Chalice. That's a good
Adam's
one.
like, yeah, you got it, man.
Then we're going to Ponder.
Yep. Oh, Wasteland.
Fetch land, Wasteland.
I think we shuffle that.
Yeah, definitely.
If it was like Wasteland spell, maybe keep it, but that was like Wasteland fetch.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Then Lily ticks up to 5, no targets. And
I don't know if you can tick Lily up in the middle of shuffling for a Ponder. Is that allowed?
Yeah, it's just like a Sphinx of Dwar Isle. It's an ability you can activate at any time to break the stack. That's how Planeswalker abilities work.
that's how Planeswalkers work.
Yeah.
Got it.
Specifically Liliana Walkers.
Got it.
Only Liliana.
Only Lily.
Only Lily.
Inside of your draw step plus my Liliana that we
Yes, exactly.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Sounds.
And then 4 mana down to 16.
Revoker? No. Just a
2/2
just
ballista.
a ballista. Get
It's
dazed
a dazing.
out of the freaking game.
Yep. That's game set match.
Varner needs to scoop it up. Is what he needs to do.
No, it's fine. And we are 2 turns away from a Lily alt. Deathrite Shaman. You know, that's fine. Look at
He's winning the game with the Deathrite Shaman on the battlefield. Broken. Confirmed broken.
Nah, man.
Confirmed.
And the same
broken.
token, how many times have we seen an Underground Sea on the battlefield when somebody won this
Today?
tournament? Yeah, today.
Not a lot.
I think there's been a few.
Let's see.
Mishra's Factory broken. It's one
It's
game.
losing.
Yeah,
It's
it's
losing.
one
It's
game
not broken.
though.
I
So
think I
we're
just
gonna factory
block.
over to.
I think
You just block here.
he has bolt.
Oh right.
He just has it all.
Yeah. Sometimes you have all these.
Sometimes you just have all
Oh,
these.
and there's the forces back.
Daze is broken.
Daze
Got it.
was why he won that.
Oh, flashback right.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Sure. We'll flashback grudge. And then we'll
Gross.
play out a 1/1 ballista. Oh no, a 2/2.
2/2.
Oh,
And he takes
City's
2
there.
off that.
Yeah, City.
So he's at 14 now.
Yep.
Yep.
And we have a 3/3 ballista next turn swinging at Lily for 6 damage total. Assuming Deathrite does not block.
Well, you have the plus on the Lily, and you have a bolt in your hand. So I mean, this is just bolt it.
Yeah,
Varner has no cards in his hand, I believe.
correct. He's in top deck mode. So we're just gonna
Varner's
yeah.
Varner's wondering how
not
he got
very
right here.
pleased. And hitting Deathrite over Lily. Okay.
I mean, Deathrite can be killed. Lily's just a
Yeah.
temporary fix.
Yeah, it just buys you 2 turns.
Yep, and that's he's eating his own days to make Varner go down to 12.
Yep.
Plussing Lily next turn. That ult's coming.
Yep. Unless he pluses to protect, but I don't know why you do that. Oh, look at that. 4 mana. Oh my.
Lodestone. Looks like he's gonna
too late.
hardcast Daze just cause.
Maybe.
Oh,
He's
just
gonna
brainstorm
brainstorm.
response.
Okay.
Is that Pyro
Pyro Gurmag Angler. So this is
Oh, is Gurmag a zombie fish?
yes, it is.
Is that its types?
Yes.
That counts for
Yeah, it
counts
counts
for
Lily's
Lily's
alt.
zombies.
Yep.
I think that's what Tim was looking at.
Yeah, that absolutely does count for Lily's zombies.
Hmm.
So we'll alt Lily, get an emblem, and we're gonna get a ton of zombies here. Well, not right now, but eventually.
Eventually, it will end up being a lot of zombies.
And we have written down Liliana emblem.
Time to bust out all the zombies.
Oh yeah. And then we'll have a Gurmag Angler, presumably, after this. Which is pretty much game.
All right.
it's-
Adam's gonna scoop
extends
it up
the
there.
shake. Yeah, there's nothing there. Man, that was actually a great game.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. You know.
Yeah, definitely. I think the second most entertaining match we've had on camera. The first still being Sneak and Show and Manaless Dredge. Those games
That was
were
pretty
great.
cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Um,
It looks like Sneak Show. I don't know. I can't tell the result.
Yeah.
Manaless Dredge is now X and 2.
mhm.
I can confirm that he's X and 2 after that loss. He lost another one. Lost to Elves. Elves outcounted him a little bit faster.
Yeah.
It happens. Takeaways. Delver's just good. You know.
Deathrite Shaman is fine.
Deathrite. I mean,
Stacks
mm,
Stacks effects are good early game and awful late game,
Yep.
which I mean we pretty much all knew.
Yep.
that was the case. Thorn of Amethyst on turn 5 is not nearly as effective as on turn 1. Similar to Soul Ring in EDH on turn 1 is good, not so great on turn literally 2. Just really oppressive on turn 1, and even then, not that great. So we have about 10 minutes left in the round here. We're going to take a brief break, and we will be right back after the bump with round 7.
Round 7 to 8. We got 2 more guys.
Yep.